Hey there, what's up? Talking to you a little bit about Strike the Blood today. I'm trying to get this out of the way quickly because I have a lot to do, or at least talk about today. So yeah, what did this episode do? Well, yeah, it's a good thing that now we're gonna be covering some bases here, and yeah, what did I like about this episode? Well, now I don't necessarily like this per se, but yeah, it's actually a good thing that they kind of did start this off with from kind of where they left off last time with them on the ground and them about to open up the prison of witches and them actually finally doing it, or at least we finally getting to see what it looked like. And hey, as far as I was concerned, it's like, yeah, this entire thing was kind of built around Natsuki. So, or at least, the Witch of the Void, with all the teleportation and all the other time-based stuff, that did kind of come to a fruition for her character, who is the only character who does have, time-based abilities, or at least, the Witch of the Void. And, we finally get some more insight upon why Yuma needed Kojo's body, and pretty much what they had to go and do to protect Natsuki after she used his Regulus arm to pretty much go ahead and attack the prison, damaging a lot of Natsuki's energy. And finally Watson and them, they finally took out those other two witches who kind of really didn't do anything. So yeah, that's, or at least we see Sayaka and Laforio, they actually do kind of take out the other ones, which honestly, seriously, I don't know what they did. They didn't do anything. So really, aside from attack a few planes and shit, that's kind of it. However, this episode, it does kind of go off with them stopping Yuma, and also the whole thing of that they kind of talked about earlier was that the good thing was that the plus side is that Kojo, he did get his body back, and when she got her body back, and everything seemed okay. However, if you look at this past the credits, somebody kind of gets killed halfway through that, and really it's I won't say killed. I say mortally wounded, and we all kind of know who that is. If you watch the episode and they kind of said like, yeah, this person has to die in order for the prison to kind of open up, yeah, that is kind of a thing. However, they can always bypass that and, save her life, but really, as far as they go right now, she is mortally wounded, and she is down for the count. And also, Dimitri kind of let this happen because, of course, he's bored. So yeah, that's kind of what happened in this episode, and what did I think about it? It's pretty good. Or at least it's a pretty good closer for what happened in the last episode, which is something that rarely happens for most shows. So yeah. I kind of really don't have too much of an opinion on it, aside from I'm just glad that Kojo has his body back and he's getting really open about the whole blood drinking, which is something that I thought that he kind of didn't want to do. But my hands are up in the air on that one. So yeah, what did you guys think of this episode? Please tell me down there in the comment section. Did you like it, love it, hate it? Please let me know. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and hey, I'll see you guys on the next John Graves show. I'm out.